My research broadly is looking at the psychology of the workplace. So, how do employees think in the workplace? How does that influence their behavior? And how does that influence their ultimate performance? So, a couple of the different domains that I look at, one is creative behavior. So, I'm focused on people's beliefs about creativity. In other words, what do they believe makes them creative? And then how does that influence the behaviors that they engage in and then their performance? So, for instance, what do people believe about the value of persisting on creative tasks? Do they understand how much value they get when they persist in creative work? And so my research suggests that people's beliefs are a little miscalibrated about that. So people, for instance, in one paper, we found that people underestimate how much value they're going to get out of putting additional time into creative work. And so these things will end up coming through in their performance when it leads them to disengage from tasks too quickly. Another area I look at is moral decision making. So I look at the factors that influence how people make ethical decisions in the workplace. And so a lot of my research there again looks at people's beliefs. So, for instance, whether they believe that society should be organized hierarchically versus more equally, those things will influence the different types of moral decisions that people make and things like how much empathy they give for the targets of their decision making. The way I think about applying my research in organizations is that it's the type of thing that any employee can use to try to accomplish a goal at work. So maybe they're applying it to a work task, maybe they're even applying it more broadly to their own career progression, but understanding kind of how people make decisions in work while they're doing creative work, while they're making ethical decisions, we can apply those in most situations. So it can be used for workers, employees, leaders, managers.